Hi guys, my name's Allison. Welcome back to or welcome to my channel. To the maybe 5 people that actually watch these videos. Sorry I didn't post last week. Didn't really feel great. Still don't. Probably can tell by my voice. Yeah, so today I know it's probably annoying, but I'm on a kick of making Starbucks stuff. And yeah, that might just be because I work there, or maybe because I don't know, I think it's fun. So you're gonna have to deal with it. But 2 weeks ago I made the lemon loaf. Turned out really good. So this week I was thinking of some stuff that I really love from Starbucks, or that I used to love, and the number one thing that I used to love from Starbucks was their Toffeedoodle cookies. If you've never tried one, I feel really sorry for you, because now they don't serve them anymore, which sucks because Starbucks gets rid of all the good stuff that they ever sell at Starbucks, throwing shade your way. But so today I was thinking about making a recipe for the Toffeedoodle cookies, since I know for a fact they're already hard as hell to make on their own. So let's just make it a little harder and make them vegan. So to do that, I'm gonna have to make a toffee separately, by itself, just vegan toffee. And then I'm gonna have to make the cookies with those toffee pieces. So first I'm gonna make the toffee, and let's get to that. For the toffee, we're gonna need granulated sugar, sea salt, 2 tablespoons of water. And for the vegan substitute, we're gonna be doing earth balance, a whole stick, so about half a cup, in place of regular butter, obviously. So the recipe says to add all ingredients into the saucepan. So let me just add butter, water, half a cup of sugar, and a pinch of salt. Bring over medium-high heat, and we're gonna let it go. The directions don't say anything about mixing the toffee, so I mean, I know some recipes you're not supposed to mix the caramel before it comes to a boil, but I'm just mixing it together because I want to, so I'm gonna do it. So now we're just gonna wait until this comes to a boil on medium-high heat. So we're starting to simmer, as you can see. I'm gonna bring it to a full boil, and then we're gonna cook it for about 8 minutes, and then we're gonna check the temperature. Once it starts to turn brown, hopefully it'll be at 300, which is what this recipe calls for. And then once we get to 300, we're gonna pour it onto silicone lined baking mat, which I have already set and good to go. So yeah, let's let this boy go. So it's been about 8 minutes. I'm gonna check the temperature of it, see if it's ready. It doesn't look like it's browning yet, but it looks like it's starting to. So let's find out. Okay, so we're at about 230, 235. I'm gonna let this go for a couple more minutes. Alright, so it's finally starting to turn brown, so I think we're getting close. Can't touch the bottom, which I keep doing. I have to keep it still. Okay, we're at 300, so we are good. Now I'm gonna pour this onto my silicone baking mat. Gonna spread it nice and thin. Just made a stupid mistake and put the pot directly into the freaking sink without letting it cool, so yeah, that's great. But yeah, let's just get this nice and thin. I see some of the butter spreading a bit. Maybe I should have mixed it a bit more, but you know, it's fine. Whatever. Can't go back now. And I'm not doing this again. So now we're just gonna let this cool completely. And then once it's cooled, I'm gonna break it into little bits and it's gonna be ready. So the recipe for the cookies that I'm using today is from the website Imperial Sugar, or they have the exact same recipe is on Dixie Sugar Crystal's website. So I don't know which one to give credit to, so I'm just gonna give them both a little shout out. The recipe calls for some basic ingredients, which include cinnamon, vanilla extract, granulated sugar, cream of tartar, and then for the vegan substitutes, we're gonna use a cup of earth balance, and then for the egg, I'm gonna shock you all right now. Instead of My least favorite thing ever, the neat egg. We're using some flax seeds. I'm gonna have to grind them down, mix them with water to turn them into some egg substitute. But thank God we're using something different. Shout out to my boyfriend for convincing me to buy flax seeds. So first things first, the recipe calls to cream 1 cup of butter. So I'm gonna add butter in, and then we're gonna cream it with the sugar. Adding the sugar. Scoop down the sides a little. So now that's creamed, we're gonna add the flax eggs. The recipe called for 2 eggs, so to replace that I did 2 tablespoons of flax seeds and 6 tablespoons of water. Let it sit for a bit and it got to this nice consistency. So let's add that in. Next goes vanilla, which I never measure out properly. Then we're gonna cream that together. Next, we're gonna add the flour. This is actually flour, baking soda, cream of tartar, and salt. So I'm just gonna add the dry in. Nice dust cloud in the meantime. Okay, so I think I should probably cover this up so we don't get attacked by a dust storm. Let's do this, and then, okay, I think it should all be together now. Oh yeah, we would have gotten attacked by a dust storm if I didn't cover that. So now let's just let it go for another couple seconds. Okay, so now that's all together. I'm gonna scrape the bowl down, and then we're gonna add the toffee. This is 1 cup of toffee that I made. So I broke it down into like bigger chunks, put it in the bag, beat it a little bit, measured out a cup, and then beat the rest, and here we go. And add this in, let it just combine, and then put the cookies together. All right, so here is the finished batter. It looks a little funky, but that's fine. And then the recipe calls to take a tablespoon scoop, turn these into balls, and then dip it in a cinnamon sugar mixture, and then place them on the baking sheets. So that's what we're gonna do now. So these are the prepared cookies. I know I made a little too big, so we don't have enough for a full 2 dozen, but it's 20 cookies, okay? Whatever. I don't care. I mean, if they get all merged together, it's not the worst thing that's ever happened, so. But yeah, they're gonna go into a 350-degree oven for about 10 to 12 minutes, and then they're gonna cool on the sheet for 2 minutes, and then take them off and let them cool off of the sheet. So yeah, let's do that. At the 5-minute mark, I'm gonna switch and flip them both so that they get evenly cooked. So I plated these guys up. They look pretty good. I think they look pretty spot on. Not identical, but definitely spot on. I want to try this really pretty one on the top. I mean, come on, look at that. That looks pretty spot on if you've ever seen one before. I mean, yeah, but let's give it a try. The texture looks pretty similar. It's soft and gooey, so. My taste buds are a little off, but I think that these taste pretty good. I mean, they're pretty identical to what I remember these tasting like. I mean, the originals were a lot thick, not a lot thicker, but they were definitely a little thicker than this one. They have the exact same aftertaste as the original ones, which is weird. But yeah, I really like these. I mean, I think that they're a great dupe for the original one, especially if you're vegan and you used to love these. This is pretty great. I think I did it. I definitely did it this week. Definitely recommend. Also, I forgot to mention, when I made the toffee, I did say there was a lot of butter pooling around on the silicone mat, and you probably saw that also. I ended up blotting all of that oil off. It was a little excessive, so I blot all of it off with paper towels on both sides. I flipped it over, I blotted the back of it also, so I think that's what helped it a little bit. If I left that butter, it would have been not very cute, but Yeah, I think that it really worked out in here. I recommend these 150%. I'll probably eat this whole plate. Sorry, not sorry. Thanks so much for watching my video this week. I hope you liked it. If you want to see more of this, make sure to subscribe. Like this video, helps me out, helps you out, helps all of us out. And if you want to see anything in particular, I know not enough people watch my videos yet to actually have opinions on what I'm gonna make, but you know, if you are somebody who really, really passionately wants me to make something that you like, let me know. Comment it down below. Maybe I'll follow your request. I hope to see you next week. Thank you so much.